Hey guys, everybody, we're going to get started in just a couple of minutes here. So just got a couple things. I'm going to get Krill over here to promote him over to a panelist. All right. Krill, you're already set. I'll hit my video just so people can know that we're going to get started in just a couple minutes. More money now just on residual based income. And I started with absolutely no background. I knew nothing about this type of business. I knew nothing about distribution. I knew nothing about Enagic, all that sort of stuff. So the moral of the story is, if I can do it, you can do it. And there is a truly incredible lifestyle. In fact, I call that lifestyle the wealthy backpacker. Since 2005, I've been able to travel the world, largely in part because someone introduced me in 2005 to online marketing. That was my business partner, Matt Gallant. And that was the business, 2004. And we started that, literally moved to Panama in 2005. And I lived all around the world since that time. So I guess that we're coming up on 12, 13 years. In 2007, I got started in Enagic. That blew up and exceeded my expectations. I bought the technology for the health. After a year, it was, a six-figure income part-time. And I was like, geez, maybe I should look at the business side of it. And thanks to Siha Top, he introduced me to the business side of things. Of course, for those who don't know Siha, he had a background in the mortgage industry. And of course, that was when everything blew up, and he understood numbers, he understood business, wasn't that interested in the health. And long story short, he taught me about business, I taught him about health, and we ran off and did this all together. Krill jumped into this situation a few years later and became also my top distributors. And so we've been super grateful over that. Now, what's interesting, I've always had a personal conflict, and this conflict has literally persisted for my entire time in Enagic. And let me explain that for a moment. And some of you might relate to having an internal conflict with your business or your Enagic or whatever it happens to be. And so the story was I had this amazing online format, which is a company called Bioptimizers, which I've been running with my business partner. We have 30 people. It's, a $500,000 a month business now. It's great. I love it. It's fun. And then I had this Enagic business, which was virtually not online. It was all offline. So doing demos, doing sales. And I also love that. Like, that's awesome. I really get a lot. And some of you have been to my events, and I love meeting you all and seeing you all. And, doing the performances and the shows and driving down the road, listening to Johnny Cash for 6 hours to go to demos that nobody shows up to sometimes. And so I've been through all that stuff. So I think we can understand the mechanics of that. And fortunately, I've been very grateful that we've been able to attract a lot of great people, such as the people on this call, Krill, that have made literally my dreams come true. Now, I always wanted a way to fuse the two. And a few years ago, we introduced the Prosperity and Health Alliance, for those of you who are already on that, which is an online education format that systematized the training, because when your organization gets so big, you can't give the personal time to each and every person, especially when they're way down the front, that we wanted to. And so we created a digital format so we could reach more people. Then what happened is there was a couple of groups that emerged out of the Vancouver market that developed an online sales system. These teams did extremely well. They fractionated into multiple different groups, kind of speaking to different markets, and have largely in part been what's caused the incredible levels of growth and success, particularly in the Vancouver office, because most of these people were originally based in Vancouver, and that's spread a little bit. But fundamentally, that's the dirty secret that's driving the massive growth, and why the Vancouver office is now #1 in the world and has outperformed offices that have been around much longer, that have bigger demographics, bigger cities. It's not that they're getting the business from the Vancouver market or the British Columbia market. They're getting it from an online format. And so, interesting enough, a little bit ago, like a little over a year, about 18 months ago, I was asked to join one of these online systems because they were very limited in their Enagic knowledge. And they thought it would be a great fit if I brought my background and expertise and kind of mix the two together. And it was a good opportunity because I wanted to know the ins and outs of these online systems. And the good news was I got to be wildly successful. Krista and I, my fiance, we worked on it together. She did a lot of the ad stuff and things that they're going, which we'll talk about in a minute. But it was a whole new way to do the business. It absolutely blew my mind. And I was able to see the incredible power in how this could save time. It could be another tool in the toolbox, but it was also a way to expand in conjunction with Enagic. This wouldn't work with other companies. This would not work with a company that didn't have points of sales and service and distribution like Enagic does. This wouldn't work with a company unless they had high ticket items like Enagic does. It wouldn't work if we had to manufacture and do our own products and all this sort of stuff because of the cost involved. And it wouldn't work if we didn't get the commission structure that we do with Enagic. And the reason I know that is because I've done ad campaigns and stuff with lower ticket items in the nutritional supplement industry with my other company, and it's very tough. It's very difficult. You need world-class expertise in order to win. But the good news is that with this system, the type of system that we have, and with the partnership with Enagic, it's the perfect storm. It's the 1 in a million opportunity. The fact that you have a company that has this type of technology, the points of sales and service around the world, and now a complete step-by-step online digital information system that can take anybody, if you don't know anything about anything, in fact, that's probably an advantage, to get involved in what is the fastest growing medium in the world today. Right here on your phone, Facebook, you're on it, everybody's on it, there's billions of people on it, and this is the perfect time, the perfect place, and the perfect opportunity. Now, there was one more problem. I wasn't allowed to bring all my distributors in the organization into this company. So recently, I said, great, I know the system works. We've made it work. It's effective. But there were some points that I thought could be better. I looked at all of the online systems. In fact, I'm friends with everybody who's developed their own system in six. I mean, we went through it piece by piece. Creel also joined me in that process in its investigative research and said, we don't want to make a system that's like everybody else. We want to take the best components of each one of those systems. We want to put it on a platform that outperforms everything else and also is scalable as new media channels become available, which no one else in the industry is doing. We also wanted to fuse some of the old world stuff that comes from Enagic and being able to leverage skills to translate from offline to online, because right now there's all these people doing offline, there's all these people doing online. Nobody has actually mixed a hybrid that will allow you to grow your business based on the skill set that you have, based on the offerings that you're able to make. Because what happens, if you're a physical person, like a kind of belly to belly person, oftentimes you limit to people who are only comfortable with that thing, that type of marketing. If you're in an online format, you're limited because you can only pitch to people who are into the online. Well, with this system, we're able to actually do both. We're able to do it better. We have a stronger platform. And for those of you who don't know, we've taken a platform that's literally built by the #1 digital marketing company in all of the direct selling market. They have built this system. It's bulletproof, Teflon coated, comes with its own complete web development team. You don't have to do any of that stuff. And Krill, Kristen, and Krista have put together the most comprehensive step-by-step online sales training that you could possibly imagine. So we're almost ready to launch this baby. And I am going out of my mind with excitement because I know the power of this. It really answers all the unknown questions that we all have as distributors, as we all have as people joining this, or that we have just someone looking at a business like, okay, I'm 35 years old, let's say. I want to set course for my own destiny. I want to be able to work from home. I want to be able to work from any in the world. I want to make money or enough that I can live in an expensive city like Vancouver or New York, or I could live in a tropical, inexpensive city like, Bali or Mexico. And so this system allows us to do it. And thank God we have Enagic. Thank God we have this online platform. And thank God that we have Creel, who's put so much work into building this thing out so that it really can take someone who has literally no knowledge to be able to build a successful, expanding online system without having to worry about any of the heavy lifting. So with that and all that excitement, enthusiasm, I'm exciting. I get excited and I get pumped up about these things. But I want to turn it over to Creel so he can actually take you through this step by step and show you some of the components that we're going to be releasing to the public. We're testing it right now with our web development team. We're working out all the nooks and crannies. By the way, we've hired the #1 lawyer in the world that did the policies and procedures inside this company. They were the people who actually co-wrote the Enagic policies and procedures. In Enagic, we have approval from head office that have actually seen how we are using the system. And we've built the most comprehensive training system of anybody out there. So without any further ado, let me turn it over to Creel, because you need to start knowing what's going on. And then at the end, we're going to go back to the company. So.
Awesome. Thank you, Wade. I just want to check in. There was one comment that somebody can hear us. So if there's any issues regarding audio, please put it in the chat window. And if it's just you, Brenda, I would look somewhere on the screen that there's a mute button or unmute, or there's something happening on your side with your speakers. So the audio is all good. So great. I'm going to move forward. So I'm going to introduce you to the system and what we've all got going on here. So I'm just going to share my screen. And here we are. So welcome to the Digital Republic. This is the landing page of the main website. And you should be able to just see that. And if there's any problems, just let me know in the chat window. I've turned my video off. So this is the main landing page where all members would log in. I'm going to walk you step by step through what our actual business looks like, and then I'm going to show you on the inside. So let's start right here. This is what our business currently looks like. And here's this is the TDR is the Digital Republic member. So let's imagine you're in our business, you're an Enagic distributor, and you're also a member of our team. This is the action steps that you would be doing in this business. You would be posting Facebook and Instagram ads, or you would be inviting your more market, people that you already know, to check out your website. That website is going to be a personalized landing page, and we're going to show you a few examples of them in a moment. On there, it's going to be some really basic information asking the person to give their name and their email. We're going to offer them a free PDF with some great value to learn a little bit more. Once they enter their name and email, they jump right to the thank you page where they're able to actually watch the replay of the last video, get a little bit more information, and get connected to you. So that in the online space is what it all comes down to, getting people to take that first step, giving their name and email. When they give that, you'll notice this little brown button here, or opening, is autoresponder drips. So right away, the system is going to start emailing them two kinds of emails. One is building value around our system and the product, and what they've looked to be interested in. And the second will be inviting them to a webinar, because our program is designed around getting people to watch either one of our live webinars, which we'll do 2 a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific time, or they can watch the replay at any point. So your job is to get people to watch the webinar, right? And from there, the webinar is going to introduce them to what we're offering. Now, because we're in the online space, our business is really about inviting and showing people the lifestyle. What does it look like to run a business from home? What kind of solutions does that solve in a person's life? What are the problems that people are facing, and what does running a business, an online business from home, solve? Maybe it's getting someone out of a work environment that they're not satisfied with. Maybe it's someone who's working too much, they don't get enough time with their kids and they want to be at home. Maybe it's people that are a little older in their life and they're looking to retire so that they can stay at home rather than one of them going out to the workforce. There are so many different factors that people are experiencing, challenges, that the online entrepreneurial space and working from home, that laptop lifestyle that we keep hearing about, is a very appealing business opportunity to be promoting. So we're not promoting the product, we're not promoting Enagic or the Digital Republic, we're really promoting the lifestyle and the benefits from working from home. When someone watches the webinar, we're going to explain all that and show great value. Then the person has an opportunity. They can invest $99 to become a member of the Digital Republic, where they'll get access to our coaching program. The coaching program is going to be a 3-hour overview, and it's going to tell them who we are, what we're up to, introduce them to Enagic, Kangen water, all the benefits. It's going to show them how the compensation program is all set up. And basically, it's going to do all the education and selling for you as the member. And you haven't even had to interact with this person, potentially except for posting an ad and maybe having a couple exchanges on Facebook. And you may not even have had that. They could have found their way all the way through to the webinar, purchased the $99 membership, which, by the way, is a 30-day, 100% money-back guarantee. So people who are really serious about looking for a business, spending $99 to do additional market research that you can get back in 30 days is really a no-brainer. And we've set it up that way to really remove any of the objections. So a person's checking out our program. Whenever they come into this, we consider them an affiliate of the Digital Republic. They get access to our 3 hours of coaching program, and it really reviews our sales sequence. At the same time, as you can see in this teal box, they get invited to our private Facebook community, which is called the Digital Republic. Now they start to build relationship with you, the person they're responding to the ad, but also get to know the leaders and the people in the community. Now, what's really important, whether you're building a business in traditional sales, offline or online, people will do business or do exchange with people they know, like, and trust. So whether it's offline or online, we need to go through that same process. So getting people connected to our community, starting to interact with them on Facebook is a way to develop that trust. The person reviews the 3 hours of coaching training, and at the end of it, they get to make a decision. They're either interested in joining us, in which case they're going to book their coaching call, and they're going to fill out some survey questions, and that gets sent automatically to the coach, and the coach gets to read that, and then all of that is through an automated calendar booking system. So all of this is using the power of automation and technology to really run a system that is 90% done for you. All you've done at this point is place an ad, and now you've got someone booking a call with one of our professional coaches to discuss how to get involved in the business with us. So as you can see, it moves down. The coaching call action happens. The new person will get a 30-minute coaching call. And at that point, we as a coach will review, who they are, what they're up to, what they're looking to achieve. And really it comes down to, are they able to get finance to join us in the business? Now, someone who's booking one of our coaching calls is declaring, I really want to do business with you. People who don't, just don't book that call. And so here I want to highlight 3 different ways that you can earn income within our system. The first one is, if you are a coach, as soon as you do that coaching call, $50 is going to be provided to the coach, because we really value and honor the time of our leadership team and the energy you put into welcoming people into the team and growing our business. And then $47 goes to operating costs. So that's the first way to get paid. Then during the coaching call, the person has decided, hey, I want to become a distributor. In order to become in business with us, you need to become an Enagic distributor. And we're going to introduce them to the different packages. And this all gets explained in our sales process. So the person really already has an idea of what they want to purchase before they get on a coaching call. We do the paperwork on your behalf. We send it into the office. And now you're earning your second way of earning income is through Enagic commissions. As Wade mentioned earlier, one of the reasons that Enagic is the perfect business partner for an online space is because it's high ticket items. And with high ticket items, you're able to run an advertising budget with Facebook that allows you, whenever you make a sale, to actually earn profit rather than to be in the hole if you're selling something which is at a lower cost. So it's the perfect online formula. Once they become an Enagic distributor, then they get access to becoming a monthly member with our system. This is where we introduce the 3rd level of income stream for you. To use and access our system, so to unlock all the power that we have, is going to be a $97 monthly membership. It opens up the full resource center, which I'm just about to show you exactly what that looks like, and people can jump into their training. Now, you, as the enrolling distributor, you're going to receive 40% of that $97 on any of the members you personally enroll, and you're going to receive 10% on the 2nd level. So that's, if you bring in Bob, you're going to receive 40% of his $97 on a monthly basis. And if Bob brings in Mary, you're going to receive 10% off Mary's enrollment. So you're earning in 3 different ways: the coaching program, Enagic commissions, and the affiliate commissions. And once the person unlocks the resource center, they go through our step-by-step program, which I'm just about to show you. They don't need to have any previous experience, and we're going to teach them and coach them with online and offline approaches so they can really grow their business in a very dynamic way moving forward. At the same time, we have our mastermind calls on Wednesday at 6 p.m. to support everybody. And we actually have 2 more Facebook groups that are going to be available for support. One is going to be for the distributors only on the monthly plan. So that's where they can talk business, ask questions, get all the support in real time. And we're also going to have a product focus page so that people who are interested in learning more about the product or inviting potential customers who are just interested in being customers, you can invite them to that products page. Also a great place to learn how to utilize your new system, how to maintenance it, and all the stuff and nuances that comes with being an Enagic machine owner. Now, we just continue to go through the program, and you're gonna grow personally and professionally as you do with every business and being an entrepreneur. And really our focus is to inspire, to educate, and entertain people. And then it comes all the way back to placing Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and inviting people to come. So that's really the business flow that we have to offer inside of our business. Now let me introduce you to what that actually looks like. So if you were to pay the $99 membership, right away when you click send on that purchase, you're going to have instant access to a limited portion of our site. As you can see, it's a very beautiful modern site. This is Jovini is the person who's bought the $99 membership, and they're going to access our coaching program. So here we have laid out 10 videos all in a sequence, which welcomes people in. It tells them how the online formula works. It introduces them to the Enagic business opportunity. It introduces them to Kangen water. It gives them a presentation of the demonstration of how the technology works. It goes a little bit more into depth of the health benefits and the different products available, why it's so effective. Then we start to talk about the business and how the 8-point Enagic system works, and also the coaching and the affiliate program. We introduce them to all the leaders, and we really talk about what it takes to be successful here. And the final call is we answer frequently asked questions, and we invite people to take the next step. The next step will be booking your coaching call, which the person can do right here. If they want more information on the product, they can go here. So this, when you pay your $99 membership, a person gets all this access. So just imagine you being the business owner, all the education and selling is happening behind the scenes, and you haven't had to do that yourself. So the system is really automating the sales and education process. Now what happens, a person books the call, they have the call, they buy Enagic products, and they upgrade themselves into the membership, and we're gonna walk them through now the training. So you can see that there's several more tabs here, and I'm not gonna go through all of them. I really wanna give you just a general overview, but we're gonna walk people through all of these stages. So number 1, setting the foundation, our welcome. And you can see all of these are videos with PDFs that are attached. So it's a step-by-step process, getting techie, setting people up, branding mastery, right? And you can see the beautiful work of Kristen, obviously, in here, and the branding of the Digital Republic being, live your dreams anywhere, traveling on beaches or to wonderful, magical places. Marketing mastery, and it continues, Enagic to resources, and then to eventually meet the coaches. So this is what people will be able to walk through step by step that will allow everybody to get up and running with Facebook and Instagram ads, to be able to learn the cutting edge techniques when it comes to split testing, how to post on Facebook, how to attract your ideal customer avatar, basically everything you need to know. Now, obviously there's going to be a bit of a learning curve with this. So we've noticed it takes about a month to get up and running, to go through the training. And then that you're up with your Facebook ads manager. And then it takes about another month just to get comfortable with the mechanics of posting an ad. And then it takes about another month just to really grow into your business. So give yourself 60 to 90 days to go through the learning curve. But once you've done that, you now have a skill set which is paying in today's modern world and at extremely high value. And let me just give you a statistic here. 50% of all advertising is now digital. The other 50% is traditional advertising. So that's TV, magazines, all that stuff that has been predominant for the last 40, 50 years has now been replaced. 50% is digital. Of the digital advertising, 70% is Facebook. So if you're interested in growing your business, advertising on Facebook, we're really in the golden age of cheap lead generation. And to take advantage of this right now, because everything is going to change. It's not going to be the same opportunity in 3 years, 2 years from now. So really now is to jump into this and take advantage of the opportunity that Facebook and Instagram is giving us, which is really access to the world. You got 2 billion people that are showing up on the site, and you're able to communicate your opportunity to the people most interested in working with you. So it's an incredible opportunity, everybody. And at the Digital Republic, we're going to walk you through step by step how all that works. Now, I mentioned earlier, you're going to have your customized landing pages. So everybody's going to get set up with their own sites. Here's one of the examples of our landing page. And it's a real simple. Our online system gives you a unique opportunity to work smarter, not harder from home. And people ask for the free training, which is to join our free webinar. We also give out a free PDF, 10 secrets you need to know to win big in business. We list the 3 benefits of what they'll learn on the workshop, and they can click the big orange button and they sign up and give their name and email. So this is called our landing page sequence. And you can choose between 3 different examples, and you're going to buy your own domain, and we're going to show you how to link it through. So for example, Creel, our domain is creelandkristen.com. So people click on that, they go to one of these pages. Here's another example. See how thousands of hardworking people are making the switch to becoming online entrepreneurs without previous experience. So as you can see, we're really entering into the space of advertising a lifestyle shift, really inviting people into the new paradigm. The old way of doing business, traditional brick and mortar, is fading. The traditional employment and workplace is really starting to phase out. You can't get steady 40-hour full-time work with benefits as you used to do 10 to 15 years ago. But the online space is booming. You have the power sitting at a laptop to be able to run a 6- and 7-figure income right from any Wi-Fi signal in the world with the power of this system. And then once people get involved, you're also got the inside scoop, which is using Facebook and being part of our community. And so we've got 24 people that are on the pre-launch list that have been invited in. And so we know from previous experience that in order to build a successful business like this, you really need to create a movement. The value of community, because to take someone from being interested to being wildly excited about being a member, they really need to develop that know, like, and trust you. And so we have put that throughout the process of really identifying what the value people need are, and also allowing a person who might feel nervous about getting into business for themselves or getting into the online space. We've really set up a system that anyone without previous experience can be successful here. It's just about being a willingness to be an entrepreneur, stretch beyond your comfort zones, and follow our step-by-step process, and stay committed to the circle of influence and the leadership. So I hope you enjoyed that little bit of a tour and an overview of how the business works. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more to it, but I definitely want to just thank you guys, because I know everybody on this call and watching maybe the replay, we've been speaking to you for months about what's coming along, and we are so excited that the team has done such an amazing job, and we're really excited about the branding. We feel it gives a really good positive feeling. We're really excited to be working with Wade and Krista. I know Wade's going to explain a little bit more about how the affiliate and how the hyper wallets and how the back office and all those other details fit into the program. So once again, I just really thank you for being part of the journey with us and being patient with us. And I hope you're, after seeing this, super excited to what's coming down the road in a very short period of time. With that, Wade, I'm going to pass it back to you to kind of fill in some of the details.
Great stuff. If you can kick my video back to the host, then I can turn on the video, and I think we'll be good. Maybe we can't get it. I'm not sure. So Okay, now maybe I can get there we go. Awesome. Thank you so much. So, hey guys, great job, Krill. I think you did an awesome job explaining. I know we got some chats coming in with the questions, and we'll get to those in a moment. So one of the questions is there's two, if you've noticed, and what Krill was explaining is that there's a $99 membership to kind of go through and get your coaching program. And then once you join Enagic, there's a $97 a month program, which gives you the online upgraded training. So there's two parts to the $97 a month. One of the things that we've explored a lot of the online groups out there, and that is marketing, sales, training, all this stuff costs money. And you need to learn and you need to stay up to speed. Basically, you know, in my opinion, marketing online is like dog years. Things are evolving and changing 7 years. And so the strategy is to go out and take some of that money and use it in order to attract the top, luminaries in the industry to give you state-of-the-art training, state-of-the-art options that you always stay abreast of the situations. And that's one of the important components when you're in online, when you're in marketing, when you're in sales. And anyone that's been involved with even Enagic for the last while have noticed things have changed from, say, 10, 12 years ago when we started to where it is today. And that is only going to accelerate, not to decelerate. And that's the whole point of the Digital Republic, to stay on the cutting edge of the best, latest, and greatest marketing, while allowing you to run that all from your own office. But you don't have to worry about that. You just need to follow steps. Second component of that is this. With this program, we have what's called a 2-tier affiliate program. So in other words, when you sign up for the $97 a month, what happens is everybody inside your group, your first person will be able to get 40%. You get 40% of their commission and 10% below that. Now, there's two reasons why that's important. Number one, if you've already cultivated and built an organization, you should be rewarded for it. And those people are contributing not only to the past relationship with you, but also that the extra money is going into the system. You're getting paid for that. Second thing is, one of the quick questions that comes out for people when they get started in an online format. So let's say you're talking to your friends, your family, or whatever, and they go, well, yeah, I know you started this online program, but is it making you money? Well, actually, it is making you money, because with just 3 referrals, you're in what's called positive cash flow. In other words, your education system is paying for itself, which is absolutely great. The other thing is, it opens up an opportunity for people who might have been in Enagic, people who maybe didn't have access to an online system, didn't have the financial resources. They started out, they were in a tough financial situation. Well, they can get started for this program, and they can start by using the, as quote unquote, old school programs. They can get people invited into their online format so that they can start making money, which they can use to either buy machines or buy advertising for their lives. So you get another bonus on side of that. And of course, you get 10% on those other people. It's also the reason why we are bringing forward distributors kind of in a tiered format. So if you're already involved with the Enagic program or in one of the teams, either myself, Seahawk, Krill, any of those organizations, then you are going to get that information. You're going to be brought on sequentially so that you get your own team. So some of you people that are on here today will actually be making money right out of the gate when we start launching it without even getting started on Facebook. That's one thing. Number two, there's a learning curve. You're going to look about 30 days to get your site probably set up if you're working at it consistently. It's going to take another 2 months probably to get comfortable, super comfortable with Facebook ads. And generally the rule of thumb that I've noticed in the online space is you're looking at somewhere about 90% of the people will become successful with their ads at somewhere between 3 months and 9 months. The other 5% on each side, there'll be 5% of the people that come out of the gate, they get an ad that works and they just start scaling it like crazy. And there'll be 5% that takes a little bit more than 9 months for whatever reason, the videos, they were slow getting started, whatever. But the bottom line is this: virtually every single person that I have seen that follows the online system and goes through this process can become successful. But what differs from anything that you've seen before, say in the offline world or traditional forms of Enagic or brick and mortar businesses, is that an online business has virtually unlimited levels of scale. What do I mean by that? Well, the beauty of the internet is is because we are using the power of algorithms, the power of artificial intelligence, the power of reaching an audience, just like you have your own television system, you are now broadcasting your message 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on multiple channels. You are getting people that are going to web demonstrations. In other words, the secret to the Enagic business or any business is how many eyes that you can see looking at your product, looking at your opportunity, looking at the solution that you provide, whether that's a health solution or whether that's a financial solution or whether that's simply a time and lifestyle solution. Our system provides all of that information so that you are not spending time explaining how the system works all the time. You're focusing on just going out into the digital airwaves and getting people's attention. And for those of you who might have been around the project or direct sales marketing for a long period of time, you know that getting people's attention is a lot harder in the quote unquote real world. Why? Because everybody's face is in their phone like this. And what are they doing? They're on Facebook. They're on social media. But there is an emerging trend in these things. Instead of wasting time looking at other people's stuff, wouldn't it make a lot more sense if you were spending a little bit of time and bringing those people scrolling into something that's going to transform their life, something that's going to transform your life, and something that is going to bring the world's greatest health technology into their home? So we talk about making a difference, making a new opportunity. This is what the Digital Republic is all about. I had a vision years ago when I was in Bali, Indonesia, and I was literally sitting at a raw food cafe, and at that cafe was an Enagic water machine. Now, Bali from Vancouver is about as far away as you can get in the world. And I actually reached out to Krill at the time, and I said, hey, I texted him on Skype or whatever. I said, you wouldn't believe this, but I'm here in Bali, Indonesia, and I got this. I'm drinking Kangen water in Bali. I can't believe it. And the guys, and Krill said, well, is it, give me the name of the cafe. And he said, is this the person that runs it? And I said, yeah. And he said, well, guess what? That is in your organization. Here I was, 7 years in the business, and somehow this happened. And I was absolutely shocked about the incredible results that we were able to produce. I was like, how did my little machine that I bought 7 years ago end up in a business over here in Bali? Now, my only connection to that was through Wi-Fi, was through the internet. And I realized that I was part of a complete collective organization that spanned the entire globe, that had no boundaries, that had no governments, it had no dictatorship. It was a group of people that were moving to make a difference in the world, and they were connected digitally. And this idea sprung in my head is, this is the Digital Republic. This is how the world is going to operate in the future. And I wrote a book about it called The Wealthy Backpacker. And the bottom line is, the rest is history, as I explained some of the principles. And from that experience, and since that time, we're now finally able to completely fuse the offline health and wellness technological breakthroughs that have been proven over 45 years with the Enagic Corporation, with the online digital marketing and sales format that I've been familiar with for the last 15 years, into one unified, easy to use, that virtually anybody that wants to get started in this project can use. Just like I did when I got started online in 2004, I had someone that taught me these things. When I got started in Enagic in 2007, somebody got me started in that. And now finally, it's our turn to turn it over and say, hey, we've got something that can change your life. We got something that can buy back your time. We've got something that can make a difference in the world, both physically and financially. And at the end of the day, that's something that we can be proud of. So we believe that this Digital Republic is going to be the greatest movement in Enagic. It's also one of the greatest ways to create an environmental friendly technology that promotes health, that reduces the expenses that people are paying in healthcare, which is spiraling out of control, provides income that virtually anybody, you don't have to be physically strong, you don't have to be a super digital genius, you don't have to be a health expert. All you need is a laptop, and that's it, and a Wi-Fi signal. And you too can be part of the Digital Republic. You too can move this thing forward. You too can be part of this incredible opportunity, this synthesis of obtuse things, a Japanese company, an internet marketing system, a fusion of people that have come together to create this incredible opportunity, and more importantly, a step-by-step, hold your hand every step of the way education system that allows you to start out as a rank beginner, become a coach, to be able to help your team grow as you grow yourself. And it doesn't matter where you are, it's right for you. But I will say this thing is going to explode. This thing is going to go crazy. Already right now, we have done one simple webinar, and my inbox is getting bombarded by people who want to be part of the system. I've got teams from other organizations. I've got leaders contacting me. They're like, Wade, I've heard you've got the greatest system coming out. But you're the ones that are getting access to this first. So don't hesitate. Don't wait to get on board. Get inside now, because this thing is going to go absolutely ballistic. For those of you who have witnessed Danny D. McCauley's calls on Kangen One Info, he talks about that curve that's happening. We are in the sweet spot of the social media curve. We are in the sweet spot of where Enagic is right now, and we are in the sweet spot of a complete system that takes in both account of those and brings it over to you. I'm so pumped up. I want to run out and start telling everybody we're getting ready to launch this April 1st. Boy, oh boy, you want to be on board the day that we launch, because this thing is going to go crazy, and you are going to be shocked about how simple, how fast, how easy, how efficient, and how scalable this system is for you and your business. This is the game changer you've been looking for. If you've been making a business that's growing great, then this is going to turbocharge it. If you've been struggling in your business and don't know what to do, this is going to transform and reinvigorate and re-energize you. And if you've never started out before, you're starting with a fresh slate. You are literally putting yourself in the Lamborghini top line turbocharge with your own personal coach to teach you how to drive this incredible machine. So with that, I'm turning it over to Krill. Get back on here and answer these questions, because I'm so fired up. I just want to tell everybody right now, because this is going to cause a wave of sales, a wave of explosion, and a wave of transformation that we can all get excited about. Krill, get back before I take a heart attack. I'm so excited.
Okay, Wade, I'm back. You can switch over the video if you want. I got some great questions in that I'm just going to jump into. So you guys, a little bit about the timeline. Obviously, and Wade has 20,000 distributors in his organization, and I've got hundreds of people. So we really do need to be systematic about how we're going to roll this program out. So starting April 1st is actually, it's a no joke, it is the launch. But what that's going to look like is the three major leaders in the PH Alliance, which is Siha Top, myself, and Wade. We're going to have our website up and going, and we're going to turn around and start to give that to our first tier of leaders. So we want to systematically go through all the people that have been in our business for years, that we have great relationships with, and go forward with that. So the video is back on, great. So we want to really honor and respect those relationships and systematically go through it. Now that's probably going to take us 2 to 3 weeks to get everybody properly locked into the affiliate program and to get people kind of through that first tier. So people will be paying their $99, they'll be paying their $97 pretty much right off the bat, like our leaders. And then once they do that, they've got their landing page, they can turn around and invite their next group of leaders in. So that's what we're going to be doing the first 2-3 weeks of April. Now I know there's a bunch of people on here that are looking at this for the first time as being a business. Now, because you're a personal invite to me, you're gonna get access before the general public, which will probably go live maybe April 21st, or it might even be pushed to May 1st as we get all the bells and whistles running smoothly. So you'll be able to get access earlier. We'll have personal conversations. Just reach out to me, let me know if you're interested in what the next steps will look like. So that's basically the timeline. April 1st we start. We're going to start the webinars, which will be started the first week of April. That's only going to be for our Enagic team. Just imagine, we want to take, it's probably going to take me 6 to 8 different webinars in order to get something really smooth that feels comfortable, and then we'll go live with our advertising into the general public, and we'll start driving cold traffic into the program. So if you have patience, I know everybody wants to start a month ago, but the reality is we need to be very systematic and methodical in how we roll this out so that it gets the greatest value for all of our leaders that have been with us and loyal for so many years, and it sets everybody up to really win moving forward. Another question I just want to talk about is inside of our system, and Wade didn't mention this, but it's a big deal, is we have this affiliate program, which will be another level of another income stream, and also the coaching program. We have that all linked to merchant accounts, to hypo wallets, which will allow you to have your own credit card that will be loaded up with US dollars from the commissions and the coaching calls you do. You'll be able to either transfer that directly to your bank account or use that credit card. That's all seamlessly done because of the extensive work we've done on the legality front and also with the banking front. So that alone sets us completely apart from a lot of other programs out there that just don't have that really locked in and sealed. So I really want to commend Wade and the Wealthy Backpacker program for doing all that hard work over the last couple of years. So that's super exciting. Let's jump into some of these questions here. What about Canadians? Canadians are welcome. So are Australians. So the program is going to operate in US dollars. So you buy a $99 US membership and then $97 monthly membership. You also get paid in US dollars. So that's what will happen from that side of things. Here's a question. We are opening up coaching positions for people who want to be coaches and have at least 10 in Magic sales. Exactly. So I know I've got some of my key leaders on board here. If you want to, we're really calling forward, looking for the leaders of influence that want to lock arms with them, be the core team moving forward, and move yourself into being a coach right off the bat, or in the next, probably month to 2 months. Approach us. It's a great way to position yourself and also build an additional income stream. Got lots of positive feedback. I'm seeing the questions. And Bernadette, so will there be any chance your downline becomes now your upline because they moved into the system before yourself? Great question. That's why we want to systematically approach it. But I also do want to make it clear that if people aren't sure if they want to participate, that's totally cool. If you want to sit back and watch this thing, unfold over 3 months, but if you have people in your downline that have made a decision and want to jump into it, you will forego your position as the rank there. Because it's just too much for us to police, and we just really want to, create a little bit of enthusiasm, get people in. So if you're at all considering it, just jump in and try out the program. If you wait and other people want to jump in your organization before you, you're going to miss out on that opportunity to earn affiliate commissions there. By one day, no, it'll all be done correctly, and so you don't have to worry about little small nuances like that. Scrolling through the chats, I think that kind of covers everything. Good. Lawrence, I understand it is a business lead orientated, and that's awesome. However, there's also a capture page for the people that are interested in better water as well. No. What we have designed is this program is based around promoting an online business system. A 90% done for you system. It's not about promoting a health technology. It's not about promoting a water technology. It's not about promoting an inflammation product. It's about promoting a lifestyle opportunity of moving from a position that you may not be thrilled in your life and you're wanting change, and that change comes down to looking how you earn income. So it's really focused on an online business opportunity. With that, we're going to attract people that are interested in growing businesses. And as a result, they're going to improve their health. They're going to improve their impact on the environment. I have seen in my 8 years experience, people are more motivated not to change their health, to change their wealth. And because of the power of the digital public and our relationship with the magic, changing your wealth, being motivated in that way, automatically changes your health. And it makes a massive impact to your family and other people around. Rather than trying to focus on just helping people with their health, which we've done a lot in our offline approach, it's just different. So if that really inspires you, continue to do the offline approach of doing water demos, sharing the water, being an enthusiastic water sharer, sending people videos to educate them. That's fantastic. the people that you come across that are interested in the business, you can send them to the Digital Republic landing page, which is yours. So you have the option to do both. But on the platform, we are going to focus on creating a business opportunity for people rather than focus on a water product information website and so forth. So I hope that's clear. And let's see a few other questions. We're going to do the, I think people are being able to read, but I'll read some of the notes that Wade is putting in. All the webinars will be recorded. Best ones are going to be put on your landing page. So when someone gives you their name and email on your landing page, they'll be automatically taken to the thank you page or the inside page, which we will have a recording of the best replay of the last like 3 or 4. But we're going to be doing live webinars to the best of our ability every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 p.m. Now we know, that's a lot of demand on us to perform, but we know live webinars really perform better than just watching replay. Why? Because people will watch the webinar 2 or 3 times before they buy the $99 membership. People are cautious because they've seen a lot of like potential scams in the online space. So it's really about helping people to overcome that little bit of objection and concern. And when you do live presentations, they really start to identify and get to know people and the personalities that are there. They can jump into the community. Our 30-day money-back guarantee is such an awesome way to do it. And so with that, Wade, you've probably been watching a little bit of this. We're going to do the webinars. It's going to be about 45 minutes long, and then about 10, 15 minutes of testimonials. So we're definitely going to keep them to an hour. We know that that works best. Right now, of course, the program is only going to be in English because we've created everything in English. So that's, there's growth in the marketplace.
I'll interject there. There is opportunities for people moving forward into other languages. We do have a technology that will allow us to change the site to other languages. That technology does exist. The videos are recorded in English. However, there is opportunities for people who want to step up in other languages. There is some work that's going to be involved, and that person's going to have to run with it. But we do know, for example, Latin America, French will be opportunities that will probably, where you have Spanish and French will be big opportunities. And for those who want to step up, now's the time to start, playing big, become a coach yourself, and grab the bull by the horns, because this is an opportunity to re-energize your business, to take it to the next level, to actually take part in the digital world. And I've been in the digital world for a long time, and it's shocking how fast it can really grow if you're willing to put some time, effort, and energy. And the good news is you're not in the mystery zone. You're not trying to figure it out on yourself. You're actually using a system that was already figured out. And that means that you can start participating at a very high level quickly. You've got 45 years of physical experience from a Nagic that does all the heavy lifting. You've got another 15 years from the digital side that we've brought to the table, and we've leveraged literally the #1 direct sales digital marketing system. The people who build the systems for the biggest, the latest, greatest, and biggest companies in the entire direct sales have built this system, and they're not on the cutting edge. They are on the bleeding edge of technological integration to what works. And great news is you are going to benefit all of that for $97 a month, which is nothing. To give you an idea, right now to run my other company, we spend over $150,000 just on staffing. Then we have another $50,000 to $100,000 a month that goes out just on product stuff. Then we've got another $50,000 that go to legal stuff. That's what it would take for you to participate at the level that we are in the digital thing. If you were to build this all yourself, it would cost you somewhere in the realm of $500,000. And so $97 is really as low as it can go, and allows us to bring in that world-class talent that you can leverage, that you don't have to worry about finding. We'll bring them in, I'll leverage my relationships, and you can grow as the industry grows and changes and develops. And the bottom line is, I don't know of a better way to do it. And that's why I'm so excited, because finally, after all of these years, that I've had this problem of between the two different types of companies, the two different great businesses. We fused it all, and you guys are going to be the first people to run with this. And let me tell you this, the people that get on board now, the people that start with this now, where they're going to be in 2 or 3 years. Let me give you some statistics that will blow your mind. Right now, it took me, I think it was 9 years in Enagic to get to the -3, and that's where I get paid every single month. No matter what, I get a really handsome, it's a humbling bonus. Like, I look at this sometimes and I go, oh my God, did I really deserve this? It's really that good. And I'm living a life that's overwhelmingly joyful. And the only thing that would make it better is if I've got more of you having that experience. Enagic pays extremely handsomely. This system delivers. And the people who have embraced an online system in Enagic have literally done what I did in 9 years. They've done it in 2. And what that means is no matter where you are in a company today, if you're a 1A, you're a 6A, or you're a -3, this means that you can turbocharge your entire team now with the latest and greatest tool that you could possibly have. And guess what? You're going to be paid just for introducing them, and you're going to get paid a whole lot more when they start leveraging this system. It's really like nothing about it. I've taken it to some of the top internet marketing gurus. They're absolutely blown away by the leverage that we have in the system, the leverage advertising, the systemized social media training, and the commission structure and product along with the distribution network we have. They're like, all of them are going, this is absolutely crazy that you've put this together. How did you do it? And I'd say, I don't know how we did it. We just did it. But the bottom line, it's here for you today, and we're excited to have it. So you want to reach out to Krill, you want to reach out to myself, you want to get on board. We're going to have a specialized party on March 29th. We're having the Digital Republic here at the Command and Control Center. I got a brand new penthouse here in Vancouver. I've come back from abroad, left California, left Panama, and my travels around the world. We're locked and loaded here for the next 6 months. So this is going to be the epicenter. This is where we're going to, we're going to take names. We're going to kick butt. We're going to do things in Enagic that's never been done before. And you guys are going to be a part of that. And man, I can hardly take it. I'm going to have to take like a Valium or something, my heart's pounding. My blood is pumping. It's finally here. And it's so great. And I'm so grateful that each and every one of you joined us today because, man, I'm so excited for you guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Wade. I think on that note, unless anyone else has some final questions, one of the things that have popped up is, can you get started before the official launch? And if you're a member of my business or I've been speaking directly to you, yes, absolutely. You're going to be able to get started before the official launch of when we go to the larger public and run all our ads and drive brand new people into the program. And that will be some time. The pre-launch you'll be part of, where our launch starts April 1st for our existing team. So you're part of that existing team launch. So just reach out to me and we'll make it happen. And Spanish is a good idea.
One more thing I'm going to add to that. If you are on any of our social media channels or on the Prosperity and Health Alliance email autoresponder campaign, you will get a specific email that will put you on a waiting list. So please put your name down on that because we are going through this systematically. Like Krill said, we have thousands of distributors in our organization, and we want to identify the people that want to get on board. Look, there is nobody's being forced to get on. You can join Enagic the traditional way. Nobody is forced to get on the system. But boy, oh boy, I'd hate for you to miss out. I'd hate for you to miss out on all the opportunity or lose out on the commissions or lose out on the rapid growth that's going to transform in your company and in your business. So check for that email. Come out to the party, fly in, drive in, bicycle in, walk in, take a kayak, take a boat, take a train, take a balloon. I don't know, get here. We're going to be doing some filming. We're going to be talking about, we're going to get your feedback from this, and we are going to rock and roll this thing to the next level. Krill Hutchinson, I'm just so grateful to have you and Kristen on board, as well as Krista, that have done so much work on this. Folks, you haven't seen anything. He just gave you the gloss over. When you get inside and do this, you're going to go, I can't believe it's this comprehensive. I can't believe it's this good. We're as excited as we are. When you get inside it, you're going to be more excited. You'll understand why we're so enthusiastic about this. So I think with that, I think we'll call it a wrap. We'll take some more questions later on. You can email me at wadelightheart@gmail.com. Krill, you want to share your email information or how they get a hold of you best? And I think we'll wrap it up for tonight, and then we'll be back again next week with some more webinars.
It sounds great. You guys, you know how to get a hold of me either on Facebook, Creel Hutchinson, or reach out to me in our business page for the Living Hydration Leadership Group. And yes, so great to have you on board here. And for the people that have been not distributors with us and haven't gotten into business, I'm really hoping that you see the value of what this opportunity could look like for you moving forward. And I'd love to hear your feedback on it. So reach out to me and let's set up a call. And thanks everybody for your participation. I want to wish you a wonderful evening. And Wade, as always, it's so great to have you as a business partner and to be doing this together. So we are looking forward to having you all join us in the Digital Republic, so that we can all have the greatest health, wealth, and happiness moving forward. So good night, everybody, and all the best.
Good night.